Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to IRL Season 10 F1T Round 7 at Austria. I am your commentator, IRL Neon, or as Jared Lee Fosbury, joined by my co-commentator, Mr. Tom Jewell. Tom, if you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, looking forward to another comms. I think that's my third one of the season, so I'm looking forward to this. Should be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting indeed. We should be having a 13-car grid, but stopped here. It's questionable, the turnouts nowadays, but yeah, it's going to be a very interesting grid. Domination from Matthew again, probably, but hopefully we have a good race. Paco was meant to be doing comms today, unfortunately he couldn't make it. Hopefully he makes it next time out. If he doesn't, then it'll be Tom again, but it is actually, I believe, Tom in line for next comms, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But we have a 12-car grid at the moment. Tears Lee Kelly will be joining later in the session. What are you looking forward to in today's race, though, Tom? Do you think anybody's going to have any chance of challenging Matthew in this short track?
Well, I'm hoping so. I know this track's quite good for pad users, so maybe the people on pad could be a bit closer to Matthew. There's no Lewis Curtis today, which I think he could have been a strong challenge for Matthew, as he usually is. But no, I think it might be another win for Matthew, to be honest. But I'm hoping people will be up there or as close as they can be to his pace.
Okay, then while we load in, we'll have a look at the weather. Will it be any rainy conditions or will it be dry weather? And interesting, it's quite cloudy, and we've had this a couple of times where it's been cloudy in quali and it's actually not even rained. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. There's somebody just commenting in the chat. Hi Marcel, it's good to see you in the chat. Hopefully we see you for F2 tomorrow. But yeah, while we're here and all the cars starting to rev up, what is your qualifying prediction, Tom?
Well, no doubt I'm always going to put the same guy at the top for as long as I can see. So I think Matthew P1, and then I back Bugatti. I back him for P2, and I'm not sure who the pad users are. But then I'll actually back Lordy for P3 because he's actually quite quick. He's been showing some pace. I could see him, being up there with the quickest. And then for P4, as I know you like to do the top four, I'll go with Rocco.
Very interesting prediction there, and we all can agree that Matthew will be on first. So Matthew then for me would be on pole. Second, I'm going to go with Alfie. Third, Nino. Fourth, I'm going to give Lewis Fassman a chance. He's been up there a couple of times, had a bit of bad luck. Hungary, for example, him and Lordy had a bit of contact. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But Ollie Favell then, on the medium tyre, will be beginning his flying lap. And also we will add that in the race you will have to take the pit lane correctly. You cross over that white line, you'll be getting an instant 5-second penalty. So you will have to watch out on that. As Ollie then goes up into 8th gear now, in the exit curb, turns into turn 1, goes up to 4th, doesn't invalid, no, he does invalid on the exit there, that's not a good run for him, he will not be happy with that. And he's the first one not to get a lap in.
Yeah, unfortunate for Ollie. In practice I know he's quite confident, he was doing some fairly quick lap times, but not a great start.
Not a great start either for him either, but right now Rocco Walsh then, as one of Tom's predictions there, is currently on a lap behind him in the Williams on the soft tyres. He has this season gone to no line. If you guys were wondering why he dropped a bit off the pace, but he's actually now starting to pick up the pace again and showing what he can do with no line, and showing that he can adapt quite well compared to some other drivers, I would say Brand, but we'll just keep it at that. As in the 6th then, into the left-right, keeps it nice and tidy, passes Ollie then. Clearly Rocco will be on provisional pole. Oh, but no, he invalid it, and that's his lap over. And let's see what time he would have done. It would have been a 1 minute 3.2. So yeah, and there we go.
There we go. There's the time.
1.2.6. We'll just forget that driver. As we now move on to Kevin Harris, and then Tom, if you want to go on board with them, he's currently on lap as Alfie's just on 1.2.9.
Yeah. On the exit for the long straight for Kevin, looks like a good exit. You need it, the most optimal one, best timing at that straight. Coming into turn 3, officially turn 3, but it's more like turn 2. Good exit there. It's a difficult traction zone. Apparently purple in sector 1. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but hopefully he'll be hoping it is. Locked up a little bit. This doesn't think it cost him too much time. I mean, coming into the left hand here, it's a tricky one to get right. Don't want to extend. That's fine. That's perfect. Coming through this, well, a little bit of a turn the right hand up. Coming up to it now. It's a difficult one. It's easy to go wide, invalidate your time, or even spin if you put too much throttle in. Takes these last couple of corners perfectly. Oh, that's an invalidation. It wasn't too bad of a lap from Kevin, but 3.6, which would have put him only P7, but that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, Kevin. I actually expect more pace from him, to be honest. He isn't on ABS, but you know he's quite quick on adapting, so I'd expect a low 3 at least, especially on the soft tyre. Especially since Ollie's done a mid 3 on mediums in 8th place currently. He ain't on another lap, so he will be peeling into pits, and I don't believe anybody else is actually on another flyer. Cameron isn't either, so yeah, I think everybody else is now peeling into the pits. Unless Liz Fossman's on a lap.
No, DRS isn't activated.
No, so we'll just have to wait for the drivers then to peel into the pits. As Matthew yet again though. Oh, as you were saying, Tom, go on.
It'd be interesting to see if any of the drivers are going to try and get 4 runs in, and you know, pick the softer strategy at the start. Because I do believe, I might be wrong, but I think you can, if you're quick, get 4 runs in for this. So I mean, it could be a good opportunity to try and get as many laps in as you can, get that extra lap in comparison to other tracks. But I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you can get 4 in.
Yeah, you probably could get 4 in, to be honest. But doing 1 minute 2 laps, so it's easy actually to get 4 runs. Because in FP, some drivers even got 6 runs, to be honest, on their tyres. They obviously only have 4 tyres, but some people did a couple laps on mediums and then just a couple laps on softs and then 1 lap on their final run. So it is possible to do a 6 lap run around here. There's a Haas currently out on track. That is Lordy, so he must be doing a race stint in quali. Currently in 6th place with a 3.1, so he'll be happy with that, and he also has told us he only can make now and then in the races since he has work, which is a shame for Lordy. He was looking forward this season to score some decent points, but he has got FP as well, so he'll hopefully have some more good luck in that tier right now, as FP is going quite well. As everybody else is on outlaps, who is the lead driver on an outlap?
I think it's raining.
Is it? It is. You're right. Yep. So this may be the actual qualifying grid then. At the moment, we'll go on board with Matthew then. Let's see how he can handle it in these tricky conditions. As he's now coming into turn 1, goes to 4th, hits the exit curb, nice and tight, doesn't invalidate like Ollie. Up to 7th now, into 8th, maxing the power down this straight, which people call turn 2, then into turn 3. Goes on the exit curb, which could affect your braking zone. Keeps it nice and tidy there, nice exit, perfect on the tracks, especially in these conditions. Matthew now going down at the 2nd straight of the DRS. We have 3 DRS zones around here. Nice and tidy, locks up a bit there on the right front, but that's probably just him pushing that much. He's now coming into the double left, got to get it in a nice tight line, get a good exit now to set you up for the left right. Nice tight, he's currently a 10th and a bit up apparently, so will he do a 1 minute 2.5 maybe, or will he crack under the pressure? Keeps it within track limits, holds it into 5th, gets a good exit, coming to the line then, and he's going to do a 1.2.6, so he only improves there by a couple hundredths. So that's first as Rocco then in 2nd place at the moment. If you want to go on board with him, Tom, as he's beginning his flying lap.
So yeah, Rocco's starting his lap now. He's already put in a very good time with a 2.7, not too far off Matthew. That's a great turn 1, good exit for the long straight. He only needs to improve by roughly a 10th and 2,000ths if he wants to get ahead of Matthew, but obviously it's going to be difficult to improve when it's already raining. He gets the traction zone right, not great exit though, because you can see the rain is already taking some effect on the drivers. And coming down to the right hander now. No lock up, down to 2nd, up to 3rd. Good exit. Coming across, almost finishing the 2nd sector. We'll see what time if he's improving or not so far. He's he's down on his time by 1.9 seconds. So I think the rain really is, unless it's a glitch, but I think the rain's really taken effect on them now. So
he backed off as well, actually, to be honest. So yeah, the rain probably could be hitting. Yeah, he is on 0 IRS. What about Kevin? Is he improving in Sector 2? Let's have a look. Nah, I think the rain's too much. Brandon Vilgas then is the next driver up. If you want to finish it off, he's just about to finish his lap.
Yeah, coming across the final turn. I doubt he's going to be improving, but hopefully maybe he is. We've got the engine glitch, it's a bit annoying. Coming across the line, nah. I mean, 4.5. You can see the rain's taking effect now. So
yeah, definitely. The drivers, knowing the drivers, they'll still go out and try and do laps. So
yeah, get a bit of practicing. It might be wet in the race. So.
Yeah, that could be true. As Cameron is coming to the pits, he was actually leading in the FP race at one point, and unfortunately lost the rear win due to a puncture, and it cost him the win. So he hopefully doesn't have that issue today, as he comes into the garage then, and it looks like everyone's coming in now. There's, I think it's just smart to just retire and let's go on with the race as quick as possible. Because
what I don't understand though is, sorry,
yeah, that's fine. No, go on, as you were saying.
Well, I mean, Ollie went out for a lap on mediums, and obviously he would have been able to see on the screen at the start whether it's going to rain or not. So I don't understand why he wouldn't just start with softs and get the best quality position he can. Because it's going to be, I mean, if it's raining, surely it's a free tyre choice, isn't it?
No, it wouldn't be a free tyre choice because they're on drives and they've set the lap time on drives. Yeah, the guys who haven't actually set lap times, they probably will be on a free tyre choice. Well, yeah, they should be on a free tyre choice anyway. But the reason Ollie's probably qualified on mediums, let's actually have a look. Has he? Yeah, he has on mediums. I think he's trying to do the alternate strategy. If there is rain, it might be late on, so he might feel, well, mediums can go that distance.
Right.
Could be an alternate strategy to play a ball, and if if there's inters in the race and it comes in his pit window, it could actually help him and have a good chance for a podium. But it would be very interesting what to do. Is we see it driving out on intermediates. I believe that's Kevin Harrison getting ready to go out on a lap, I believe, or I saw inters assigned.
Yeah, it looks like he's on inters. Maybe he's getting some. Oh no, I can't fucking tell. No, he's on softs. I mean, I suppose some of the drivers want to get out, maybe do some practice for the race if it's going to be light rain in the race as well. So, fair enough, not bad. Yeah, people are starting to retire.
Yeah, 12 the drivers. Well, there's not really to talk about. Cameron probably will set a lap time a little soft just to get ahead in the position, so we can go on board if you want on Cameron right now. But it is really starting to rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's almost losing on exit turn one. I don't understand why he's setting a lap. Do you know why?
I don't know. Probably to get 10th. He will then not have a free choice of tyre, but he's not actually burning the tyre wear that much. He's not actually pushing, so it could also be an advantage as well. To be honest, Brand's now either decided to go on intermediates to be Brand, so yeah, I don't know. These three drivers deciding not to retire is kind of a bit silly, to be honest. I'll just retire and get on with the rest. Really?
Yeah. Speeds it up for us, so we're not waiting around for 5 minutes just watching pointless laps.
Yep. And I can tell that's completely wrong, tying
Yeah.
that Cameron's purple in Sector 2. There's no way in hell he's purple in Sector 2, unless he's got a cheat code or something, but yeah. And that's going to be... that would have been an invalidation if you guys... Yeah, it would have been oh, that should be. Nope, it's because he's not actually driving that fast. And look at that, a 33. That's the time we want to see. Almost
Rapid.
Way over. 10 seconds slower than Matthew. No, he can't even do donuts correctly.
He's getting himself DQ'd.
Oh, he's not allowed to do that. If he does
He's getting himself DQ'd. Yeah,
Okay,
he's got DQ'd.
well, he's getting reported for that. He already knows he can't do that because Odham's tried it a couple of seasons ago, and it was a rule and stated that you're not actually allowed to disqualify yourself, whatever the situation is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
For God's sake.
He thinks he's in the practice session. Can't go backwards there, can we?
Yeah. Melons. That's all I'm gonna say. Lovely, we've got to wait 4 minutes and 26 seconds for thingy.
Just retire, man. Come on.
I don't know, Louis. I really don't know. Oh, God. You know, I think we need beers. We need something because we're going to be here for 5 hours with Kevin on intermediates.
Got a few stacked up for the race.
You're not going to improve to be 9th. You're going to be on a free choice tyre anyway, so I don't see the point. Oh, no. We'll just wait 3 minutes 50 seconds. Lewis, it does look great. Looks awesome.
So what, they actually just getting some practice for the race?
Yeah, they're just being them.
Just retire.
Yeah.
If you can hear us, retire.
Last person to retire is getting 20 penalty points.
Or should both retire instantly, we'll see if they listen. Jesus. Well, may as well sit and watch them wet practice.
Yep, might as well. There's no point commentating because they're not going to improve on the position, so... Waiting for what?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that there's going to be rain in the actual race, so... Oh, they might be waiting for Lee.
If Lee can't make it, that's his own fault. You know,
Yeah.
that's his own fault. You know, we shouldn't have to wait. He's had plenty of time. You know, it's a joke all the time. Seriously.
Well, I mean, it's probably guaranteed that it's going to be rain in the race if they're out practicing.
Oh, either that or they're just doing it just to be funny.
Yeah.
So. This is why I didn't do comms at Hungary, because idiots went on intermediates, so...
Hey, this is a brand thing to do. Maybe not Kevin, but this is such a brand thing to do.
Yep, seems right. Lewis says it's not raining for the race because Kevin wouldn't ESQ himself. Could be true. I don't think it's raining for the race.
It's not raining for the race. Why?
Because
I'm so confused.
they're being idiots and muppets and melons and just stupid. Yeah. God, this reminds me being annoyed with a certain driver in PSGL when I did the comms. Just retire! Jesus Christ!
I remember that commentary in PSGL. That's probably the most entertaining commentary I've ever seen in my life. The only PSGL race I've ever watched.
Yeah. Yeah, let's path P10. Big whoop. Oh, he's retired. Well done. Well done.
Congratulations.
God, Brad can't even settle that without...
Brad, I swear, if you're listening, just retire, man. I don't want to sit and wait 50 seconds watching you drive around.
I could fall asleep.
Oh, no,
it sounds bad.
If it was actually a good driver, it might be a bit entertaining, but it's Brad, so it's boring.
Well, it's not that. If it was actually dry, I'd watch all the quality, but, you know, if it's not raining in the race, and the guy is just doing it just to be a muppet, then what's the point? You're going to gain one position. What's that going to change? Nothing. You've got a high chance guarantee getting points anyway. So. Well then, we'll watch Brandon on all that, as he comes into turn 1, goes into 3rd, holds it in 4th, bit of wheel spin there.
Rising spin.
Yep, as we go down the straight then into turn 2 as I call it. See if he locks up. Oh, massive lock up there with the fronts. Rear end kicking a bit out, a bit unstable there from Brandt. Driving like a novice right now. As he's coming down the straight into turn 3 now. Locks up again on the right front. I'm just done. Oh yeah, Cam's definitely getting a fat pen for that. It's what he did.
Watch him spin now.
And Brand's really cracking under pressure now. The rear's kicking out everywhere. Mercedes is losing traction. Please bin it.
You must have traction control on to be not spin.
Yeah.
Brand, usually he's spin.
Oh, he's going really slow. Oh, fourth gear, the rear kicks out. Will he beat Kevin? Oh, he does. He beats Kevin. That's worthy of 0 points. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, we could have started like 10 minutes ago. We'd probably be on lap 11 by now.
Mate, we'd be done by now.
Alright, well here then, here's the official results. Mr. CRG Blizzard, no competition, in first place, takes 1 minute 2.6, gets the 2 points for qualifying on pole. Rocco Walsh on second, Alfie in third, Nino Romanella in fourth, Lewis Fassman in fifth, Lodi, decent sixth, Freddy seventh, Ollie in eighth, Brandon Vegas in ninth, the Muppet in 10th, Kevin Harrison in 11th, and Cameron in 12th place, and being DSQ'd. I'm done. I'm just fed up. What? Yeah.
Deserves it.
And it's cloudy.
Ooh.
So it could be run.
Brand better hope it's
yeah,
not
Lewis,
raining.
I'm going to sound more optimistic when Matthew is going to just dominate, but no.
Is Lewis watching the stream?
Yeah. He could have raced,
Lewis,
but he just
you
could
should
be
be
off.
racing, man.
I agree.
Lazy.
Oh, here we go. Lewis is going for a bold prediction. What's it going to be, Lewis? Really, no, I didn't believe that. I thought Lordy could win, you know.
You might.
Well, if someone takes out Matthew, then maybe, but 8 finishes. Yeah, no, I'll call that. We had 8 finishes last time in Austria when it was like this. So then we go on with the parade lap, as they probably want it to be called. Matt then in first place, as we know, soft tyres, gonna win by, I'm gonna guess, 23 seconds. Rocco in second, Alfie in third, Nino in fourth, Lewis in fifth, Lodi in sixth, Fleddy in seventh, Ollie is in 8th place on medium tyres, Brandon Vegas in 9th on softs, Brandon Glover, the absolute muppet, in 10th on mediums, Kevin Harrison in 11th on mediums, and Cameron Young, who DSQ'd himself going backwards on quali on medium tyres as well, will be looking for a very spicy race. Ugh. But predictions. Let's have a look then. Predictions.
Oh, Lewis, don't disrespect the Jersey driver. Come on.
Predictions. Matthew win by, as I said, 20-something seconds. Rocco, I think, would take second. Alfie third and Lewis fourth. What do you think, Tom?
I mean, to be fair, I was thinking the same, to be honest. I still want to back Lordy to get in the on the podium, though. So, I don't know, I just can't see Rocco losing the podium, because he's such a consistent driver, but I want to put Lordy in there somewhere. I don't know, I think it'll be close between Rocco, Alfie, and Lordy. I don't know why I say Lordy, because I don't know if he's... I know he's only just joined the league, so I don't know how much he's raced in the wet, or whatever, if it is going to get wet or not, but I don't know. So, I back him, I don't know. Well
then, as I usually say, you check the back in case there's a car going upside down.
Yeah, no worries.
And hopefully Rocco just sends it into turn 1. If you're hearing this, Rocco, please do. We'll give you a bonus for 5 points. But all
If there is a
jokes
car going up or down, we know who it will be.
Oh yeah, it'll be, yeah. Well then, the light sequence will be beginning very shortly, as we get a nice camera view. And light sequence are now to 5 red lights for the IRL F1 tier. Round number 7 in Austria, and the lights are out. And Matthew's had an average start. Rocco, same, but look at Nino in the Ferrari, already into 3rd place. Oh, and Rocco almost sends it into Matthew and almost spins him. As Nino now going for an attack on Rocco Walsh. Going for it on the inside. Will Alfie make it 3 wide into turn 2? No, we don't. Nino then moves into 2nd place.
Ooh.
Oh, is there going to be a crash between Rocco and Alfie further behind? Any carnage in the back there, Tom, or everyone came out there cleanly?
No, it's fairly clean to be honest. There was a bit of contact between Kevin and Cameron, but I think Kevin managed to save the car, stop it from spinning. But otherwise, again, same as last night, it's been clean at the back. It's not so bad.
That's true. As man over there has just been screwed by Brandon Vilgas in ninth place. As we'll go back on board with Rocco Walsh then, the former teammate of Matthew Order. Because it's probably the only battles we are going to see for second place. Matthew's already out at DRS range, 1.4 seconds.
Jesus Christ, man. Ridiculous.
It is.
Hang on.
The leaderboard's glitched. So.
Yeah, because I'm watching Alfie and Rocco's just ghosted in front of him.
Yeah, it'll fix itself in a minute. As soon as Matthew gets into first, when Cameron actually... There we go. Matthew then is in the lead then. Nino in second with a gap already at 1.7 seconds. Not a surprise. Alfie probably looking for a big dive on Rocco Walsh.
Lewis, if you were here, I'm sure you'd be P1 right now.
It'll be a lot
Freddy's
closer.
closing up to Ollie. I mean, Ollie's on medium, so Freddy's going to be looking to get past him, very eager. Oh, Ollie almost lost that. He saved the car there.
Is Ollie under pressure from Freddy, looking very hungry on the soft tyres, as we've still got cloudy conditions. I don't think there's any threat of rain at all, because it looks like clear skies are approaching. Oh, Matthew, it's just new fast lap, the 6th lap, so he's now got a gap of 2.3 seconds, increases the speed.
As usual.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. Nino is in a world of trouble right now. He's got a massive train of skilled drivers behind him. Nino's probably under threat then.
My question is, will he be able to keep them behind, and how long will he be able to keep them behind for? Because, I mean, with DRS now, it should be an easy overtake on that long straight. It's going to be a tough job for him to keep Rocco, Alfie behind. Be interesting.
Just give me a second. Tom, I just need to message someone. You keep an eye on the fight between Nino and Rocco.
Okay, sound. Rocco, he's managed to stay pretty close behind. He's not dropping away or anything, so he's probably going to want to be eager to make the move soon. Don't know if he won't make it on this straight, but maybe the next one if he wants to use the DRS. Because with DRS now, he should be able to get past fairly swiftly, so it depends if he wants to sit behind and let Nino tow him, or if he wants to, get past and get clean air. And Lewis Wassman, he's managed to, the old F2 champion, he's managed to stay behind fairly close behind. And my prediction for in the podium, Lord, he's not too bad either. He's a bit of a train at the moment. But will Rocco make the move now? He's not using ERS, so it looks like he might be. Yeah, he's decided to stick behind.
As Brandon Vilgas has already paid for hard tyres, Tom. Don't think that's the way to go unless he's actually expecting rain. Oh, and Cameron's got a 3-second time penalty.
I mean, I saw him get his first warning on the start. He had no reason to cut the first corner. He just did, and it must be an accident. So looks like he's struggling out there with his wheel.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the top tier. As Brandon and Kevin are having a right ding-dong battle for the man-lover position. Like, This is the close fight we have. Kevin just dropped to 11th. Brand's now into 10th. So, 1 point difference.
Sure, we don't have to explain to anyone who Manlover is. You know, I mean, you just joined, and I think you can already tell.
It's Mr. Brandon Glover. That used to be Brand's nickname. Kevin's thinking about coming back at him.
Rocco really could make this move on Nino if he wanted to. Like, he's right up behind him, still 100% ERS. He could make the move, but he's deciding to stick behind. I don't know if he's, using him for the, the tow, keep the battery charged up. But, yeah, no, he's very close behind.
He is close behind, but also is Bigardi and he's basically in the same situation. They're saving their ERS. I'm guessing Nino's using a bit of his. Yeah. But they're saving it a little bit. Now, just look how close this grid is if Mr. CRG Blizz wasn't here. You know, we've got a guy who's up in the lead by 4 seconds. Matthew is in his own tier right now. He's in the actual F1. And these guys are the F1 1.5s right now. And this is a close fight. You know, this is quite close for the position. So, yeah, it's very interesting. What is going on? As Ollie's being overtaken by Freddy then into 8th. Ollie drops. Freddy moves to think.
I mean, he's done well to stay where he was on the mediums when Fleddy's behind him on the soft, so it's not so bad probably. Just worried for Cab because he's dropped quite a way behind. You don't really want Bran up behind you when you're Cameron, because the man lob, he's probably going to be looking at Cameron's arse, probably going to make a dive. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Bran needs to watch what he's doing with that nose because he doesn't want it to be up that exhaust right now. Cameron not doing quite well with his wheel and no line. Got a 9th place from starting last. Don't know if he'll hold that position if penalties or whatever. But
yeah, Lordy, I mean, the top 5, they haven't really used any RS, but Lordy's managed to stay close, but he's only on 54% now, he's had to use quite a bit of ERS, so I mean, if he starts to save that, I know it's clear to see he's going to drop off a little bit, but I mean, he's showing good pace so far, but as a result of that, he's losing a lot of battery.
oh, Rocco's just got past Nino, a nice overtake there around the outside, as it gives me a terrible camera view of both of them. Nino comes back at him into turn 3 and dives it. Oh, Alfie almost rear-ends Rocco, but Rocco doing the switchback. Are we going to see an overtake actually work round the outside to the double left? Also, the double left, but for us, it's just a left-hand corner. Rocco then, still no overtake yet, as he has to wait another time, but he's used a bit of ERS now, so he needs to either make the overtake and make it work, or just stay behind a little bit longer and relax on the fuel load and ERS management.
Yeah, it's a very close battle between these two guys. Teammates in FP. Little friendly battle. There's nothing too dirty going on, but I mean, Rocco could have made the move there, but Nino was defended well and he got the switch back, so yeah, good defending from Nino. And mate, I completely agree with you, and I'm sure Jared does as well.
Oh, with the first comment you put, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. With the second comment, I think probably both of them are.
Funny. Another person who pressed that a lot is Paco, but we'll just leave it at that. Rocco then, still no putting pressure on Nino as much. Clouds are still here, but it did look like it was lining up early, but is there actually a threat of rain? Matthew now gap 5.2 seconds on lap number 8.
Got to. Nothing else to say.
Yeah. Rocco then, in a bit more pressure now by Betty behind him. No, that's true. Well, then you have your former championship leader, who just complains when he gets a penalty, when he was clearly at fault, but we'll just leave it at that. Rocco then, still no threat. When do you think he's going to get this overtake done, Tom? Next lap? This lap? 10 laps from now? A year?
I don't know, he's starting to charge it. Oh no, he's using the ERS now. That was even difficult. That's overtake before the corner. I mean, that's what I was saying before. If he wanted to...
Oh, he's run wide. Nino's coming back at him. As Nino got what it takes. The Italian was challenging for a win once against Matthew. Gone on the outside. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. We saw how Albon and Hamilton ended. Will it be a repeat between Nino and Rocco? No, the Italian holds it, and now the house is on fire again. Rocco then in 4th place. I don't know if you can actually hear that, Tom.
That's that fire alarm going off?
Yep, fire alarm's going off. The house is burning down.
Quick, get out.
Yep, jump out the window.
Right now
then.
We'll stay in it, and then might make my F2 championship a bit easier.
Wow, I see how it is. Well, back onto the relevant topic then. Rocco then into 2nd place. Right now, Nino in 3rd and Alfie in 4th. Currently, still fighting for a podium. Good evening, Jamie. Welcome to the stream. And Alfie's not doing anything ERS wise. Neither is Nino. We're on lap 10 out of 36, so we'd probably be on lap 20 by now.
If a certain person can...
Yeah, Mr. Manlover in back in 10th place.
Yeah.
As right now then, still fighting for second place right now, no overtakes yet.
I mean, Alfie's still on 100% ERS. So I think he's just sitting behind, waiting for one of the guys in front to make a mistake and then take the position from there. But I mean, other than that, it's really close between these three at the front, and then Lewis Wassel not too far behind, actually, right up behind as well. But, maybe Alfie's going to start making moves soon. I'm not too sure.
Maybe. No, Jamie, to answer your question, you probably are, but it depends. You'd have to do TT times and sign up on the Discord. But yeah, I think you should be quick enough. You were in the top tier last time, so I think you would be up here. We'll just have to wait and see what your TT would be. But Nino then, losing time and losing patience. He wants to get past Rocco as soon as possible, as Cameron Young has finally lost to the Manlover. Manlover then into P9.
I mean, considering Cameron's only just, he switched the wheel, Bran should have got past him ages ago, so it's clear to see how bad of a driver Bran is. It's taken him 11 laps to get someone who's just switched to a new way of driving.
Oh yeah, that's true actually, to be fair.
But I'm also interested to see how Brandon Villegas does on the hards. I mean, I don't think it was a strategy, like you said before.
Ooh, 3 seconds.
I was going to say that's interesting.
Yeah, he's got interest, Brandon, 23.1 seconds to the guy in front. You know, the gap to him to leader is almost 40 seconds, so he hasn't got a chance of winning this race. Unless Matthew's a 2-stop, and everybody else is a 2-stop. So, to be honest, Brandon's probably looking for, I'd say 9th at best, because he's going to be on hards to the end. The guys who are on mediums are going to be on softs to the end, so he's going to be fighting on those dead hards. The guys in front of it, the medium runners, are going to be on mediums. At least. That's why they haven't pit yet, because if they were going to hards, they would have pitted around about a couple of laps ago. So, very interesting. As Little calls Jared Noob, I call you Crybaby won't go on pad, but you know, just is what it is. But hopefully you do get well soon, and you can race in F1 again as soon as possible.
Snap of oversteer for Ollie, you almost lost it there. But I mean, it's great to see the soft side dropping off now, because Ollie's caught right back up to this pack.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking to make a move.
This is where Ollie could actually get a good result here. He needs to stay calm, stay behind, don't get wing damage, and, you know, just push when he needs to push. Right now, he's keeping with the train. He needs to get past Freddie as soon as possible. Matthew is in the pits, so he ain't going to get the win. So Matthew decided to make the pit stop. Matthew will not be in dirty air or any traffic, and everyone will just let him through. So, if Ollie wants a chance of a decent podium, he needs to push.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I back him to get the podium, obviously. I don't mean to be biased or anything, but you know, when it's Sullivan jersey, he can't help himself. But I mean, yeah, he's looking quick on these mediums. You know, on the softs later, he could make up some more positions, so it's looking good for him.
Yeah, it is looking good for him right now. Currently a couple of tenths off, but he needs to watch out. Brandon's 2.1 seconds to 2 seconds behind, and he will be catching up soon with his train. But Ollie just has to buy his time, as we've said. Keeps his focus, as a lot of people will pit. I want to check this pit lane entry. It's within borderline, and Nino gets it correct. So Nino in, Rocco stays out. Now if he wants to hold second place, Rocco needs to now pick up the pace. That's what Hamilton does, and it's called Hamilton time, but it's going to be Rocco's time now. Rocco's got 46% ERS, and he's absolutely burning through it to try and hold second. Ollie though, into 5th place.
Yeah, with the undercut from Nino,
4th place,
Rocco's really not bad. So Rocco's really going to have to try and defend that undercut. And yeah, as you can see again, he's absolutely obliterating the area. So make it back in the pits, but yeah, he needs to keep that second place.
Yeah, he does. But right now then, Ollie is looking for a good result. Gap to the car ahead, 1.7. So he needs to keep the strong pace. He's got 60% roughly on ERS, so he's actually got decent battery life. Yeah, it's going to be interesting where he goes.
And Alfie as well, he's right up behind Rocco, and Rocco's on a lot. Alfie's got almost double of Rocco's ERS. I mean, he could be on for a good result later, because he's showing good pace without having to obliterate the ERS. But I think maybe he's not showing his 100% right now, and he's saving it later, and he can make some moves. Maybe a P2 for him.
Yeah, maybe a P2 indeed, as it's now going to be Matthew setting the fast start 5.6, not a surprise then, but it'll be AlphaTauri, Racing Point and the Williams crew fighting in the pit lane. And the AlphaTauri has just stayed behind the Williams there of Rocco Walsh, but if you guys were wondering about Rocco's pit entry, it was legal. Even though he did go on that exit white line, that's because he locked up. Not his fault. That is legal what Rocco did, and Rocco then just misses out on Nino. Nino 5/10 ahead.
Yeah, Nino's undercut has worked, and I suppose he does need it considering he's got the 3-second penalty. He's going to want to have to try and pull away from Rocco as much as he can. He's got more ERS. It's going to be difficult. He's going to have to do what he can to try and get that 3-second gap.
True, he will have to try and pull some out of the bag, especially for Brandon Bilgas. Look how far he is behind these medium runners, 10 seconds. So, you know, oh, Brandon on Fleddy. Oh, Fleddy, I believe, may have pit actually. It is. Fleddy's in. So Brandon did get ahead of him. So, then in the pit lane, let's see where he's going to exit. As we have no fight right now, or overtaking opportunity. Good slick pit stop. Oh, as you said.
You go, mate.
No, I finished it. So as you were saying there, Tom.
I never thought I'd say this. Obviously, he still has to pit, but Ollie Flavel is in the lead at the moment. Never thought I'd see that before. You know, still got a pit. I never thought I'd see P1 Ollie.
Oh, play then drops to 11th after the pit lane, 2.7 seconds off Lewis Fassman. Ollie Agradam saying Ollie's going to battle on lap 23. I don't know. Ollie is playing it smart, to be honest. You know, he's kept his composure. He's got a 1.5 second gap to Cameron. You know, he's not going to win, obviously, because Matthew's almost within his range. So, you know, he's going to have to pit soon. He will have to make his pit stop very soon, actually, to be honest. He's in clean air, and those tyres shouldn't be dead yet. They're going to be dead soon. They're not going to be as optimal as the guys on fresh mediums, but they're in a fight right now in a train for 6th place, which is net second. Ollie is going to be on fresh softs when he pits. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting what he does, because I don't think it's going to rain at all. Even though the clouds are still here, I don't see any chance of rain unless it's right near the end of the race.
Yeah. No, I agree. And if there was rain, maybe there would have been some different strategy choices from the drivers. That's what I was thinking with Brandon Vinegas. Maybe he went onto hards until, you know, later in the race there was going to be rain. But it doesn't look like it's going to be rain. We'll have seen some sort of reaction from drivers if there were. But yeah, Ollie's looking good for now. Then the soft slate should benefit.
I'll have to wait and see then, as Mackie then is just filtering through the grid, and it's going to take his, I don't know what, 6th win of this season. And he didn't get a win at Hungary. He lost that to Alfie due to him making an error on the strategy.
Yeah, it looks like it, but you never know, something might happen, and then maybe we might get another different winner, or maybe Alfie again, which would be pretty good to see. You know, makes it more interesting. But at the moment, it does look like Matthew's in a fairly dominant victory.
Yeah. Right now then, let's have a look. We'll keep an eye on Matthew then, who's probably going to attack his former teammate, Mr. Cameron Young, when these two were paired up in the Williams, I believe. And Cameron jumped ship to Renault this season with Sandra Sohaug. And Cameron then on the outside of Matthew gives him plenty of space. And no real issue there, as Cameron just knows he hasn't got the pace on those mediums and he will need to pit. But Cameron is in a also good position for some decent points right now, as Nino Romanello is 5.1 seconds off Kevin Harrison. And Rocco and Bugatti are fighting it out for 7th place right now, trying to attack Nino. And there's also a fight further behind between Lewis Fassman and Lordi. These two came to blows in Hungary. Oh, it's kind of picked up a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. There's yellows. Oh no, wait a minute. As it all ended in tears, Cameron Young has either lost it on the curb or it was something. He's been given a 3-second time penalty. He's lost so much time. He's now behind Brandon, and he's got Kevin Harrison all over him. He runs wide again, so he's either over the tyres or the tyres are just shot as Kevin Harrison is going into attack mode to make his the easiest overtaker of his life right now. And Kevin then into 4th position. Oh, scratch that. Cameron back in the 4th position, holds the rear end. Have a little scrap here. We get a shocking camera angle. As Kevin going for the switch. Oh, he's going to dive it. No, he doesn't. He holds back. And Cameron then back in the 4th as we see Rocco, Walsh and Nino still finding out. Round the outside, Rocco goes. Oh, Alfie there tried to avoid. There's Ollie picking up a 3-second time penalty. Ollie's cracked a little bit. He's picked up a penalty. That could cost him the race.
Yeah, you don't often see Ollie getting penalties, picking up penalties. I did say the same last week, but usually he doesn't get them very often. And one of the most crucial times that he needs to, keep it clean, he gets the penalty, and that could cost him, a podium or some big points.
Indeed, is Ollie in the pits. Fresh off tyres. He's going to lose a little bit of time because these guys want fresh means they'll gain time, obviously. But he's going to be on fresh softs. Now, he'll be able to keep up with them. We have 16 laps remaining of the race. We've done 20. Right now then, Nino is coming back at Rocco Walsh. Look how hungry he is. Going into 3rd position, which is net 2nd. And Nino then parks the ball, but Rocco tries to find an entry and tries to come back, but no, he can't do anything. But Tom, I was actually going to ask you a question there. Do you think there actually is a chance of rain? Because the cloud hasn't changed. It stayed like this.
I don't know. I just feel like we would have seen some different strategies from drivers if there was. But I'm hoping we do see some rain. It'll make the race more interesting. Some maybe late strategy choices, some different pit stops. But I mean, at the moment, I think it should stay clear, and it's just a bit of heavy cloud. But yeah, I don't know.
We'll wait and see then. As we'll also be adding, I won't be doing any interviews for this week, as my dinner will be a bit earlier than expected since it's been delivered. So I do apologise for people who are playing for a top 3 interview. Just like to add that in there. As Rocco then, not really keeping up with Nino now. Nino's now starting to pull away and catching on Kevin Harrison. I think there is rain, Tom. Yeah, because Kevin would have pitted by now. He's on 20 lap mediums.
Yeah.
I think there is rain.
I didn't even notice Kevin's still out, to be honest. Yeah, you might be right. So if there is rain, this could be a masterclass strategy choice from Kevin. He goes right to the switchover point. Maybe a good result for him after switching to no ABS, which he needs after, I think last week he didn't get. I'm not sure if he's in the points or not, but it wasn't a good result for him anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, this could be masterclass for Kevin.
Stays out for another lap. Those mediums are going to be dead in the next 5 laps. They should be in punch territory actually in the next 3. To be honest, they can't go that long.
Yeah, no, I think you might be right with the rain actually.
Oh, Nino rear ends him.
That
could end in tears. Oh, he picked up the fastest lap though. Let's have a look. A 1.5.3, 3/10 quicker than Matthew on the softer tyre as Nino going around the outside. And Kevin tries to defend it. Oh, a bit of contact. And yep, look at the grip difference right there. Nino just all the way on those mediums. Kevin not coming back at him probably. Nino cuts him off and stops the overtake as Rocco then is trying to go around the outside. As you could just look at the train he's holding. I don't know if he's trying to help his teammate or reins in bad, but he's just getting destroyed. Each corner he's losing positions, left, right and centre. He's like Jarno Trulli in Malaysia in 2008. And there we go!
Whoa.
And there's a crash between the former F2 drivers, Kevin Harrison and Fleddy. Kevin just completely turned into Fleddy there, and I don't know what he was doing. And yeah, he's going to have to pit for a new front wing, and Fleddy will be absolutely furious with that. And does he actually have to pit? Oh, actually, was it Fleddy? Was it Alfie actually?
Oh,
I thought it was Fleddy. It is Alfie.
No, so did I.
No wing damage on Alfie. Alfie will be really annoyed with Kevin's driving style there. Kevin finally has to pit, and we'll be probably going on the soft tyre. As Ollie Flavel, look how close he is on Lewis Bassman, going for an overtake. Into the hairpin, oh, he's sending it a bit late, but he's looking for a podium.
Yeah, and I was going to say, that crash, I mean, Kevin really has helped his teammate out there. That's just a free position for Lewis Vassman. Oh, Ollie sends it down the inside. Can he keep the position with the better grip on the fresh softs? Yeah, keeps the position. Good move from Ollie. It means now when he want to chase down Lordy, and then hopefully after that for him, he's going to want to get Rocco for that podium position.
Yeah, it's true, he does want to get Rocco for that position. Right now then, Ollie is picking up now on the pace on those soft tyres, setting fastest laps. Matthew's nowhere near that, even though he's got a 14.9 second gap from second place. And I said it should be around about, what, a 20 second gap in the end?
Yeah, thereabouts.
So, yeah. Ollie then, in the 5th place. Moving into 4th position. And he cuts across Lordy, gets the position there in the 4th. Good job from Ollie. Next objective is Rocco Walsh. Kevin Harrison picked up a 3-second time penalty for cutting corners. And that's probably just him making little errors on his lap. But Rocco and Nino trying to pull away, but now they've got to realise they're in trouble. Ollie, not that far off. He has got penalty, Nino has. Rocco hasn't. So Rocco's basically safe for podium unless he cracks. So it's going to be interesting who's going to take the podium in the final couple of laps. As we're on lap 24 out of 36. And if people actually retired in quali, we would have actually been finished with the race. So, and there would have been interviews. So, yeah. Rocco and Nino still fighting and still no threat of rain yet.
No, I mean, yeah, it's looking fairly clear at the moment, but I'm hoping there may be some rain coming, which, you know, will benefit Kevin. Oh no, Kevin's pit. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise Kevin's pit. But maybe some rain for the last few laps could make it interesting, especially for the people on the older tyres.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, Ollie's already caught up now, 1.3 seconds, as Rocco and Nino having a right fight for second place. These guys have been fighting since the start of the race. Nino had a great start as well, from 4th, fighting for second. That gave him a bit of a confidence boost. And then when F1 and F2 did merge, these two, first 2 rounds were really quick and actually challenging Matthew at some points. As Kevin Harrison sets a new fast lap, 5.1. So looks like Kevin's probably going to go for the fastest lap, but yet again, nobody's going to get the points since it's not within the top 10.
But yeah, I mean, this is really good for Lordy right now because there's a battle between Nino and Rocco. Nino and Ollie have 3-second penalties, so this could look like a comfortable podium for Lordy if he just manages to stay close with the guys battling. Oh, he picks up a 3-second time penalty. The track extends after the final corner. That's going to hurt him bad.
Yeah, that will hurt him bad indeed, but look at Ollie, already in DRS range with the 3 drivers ahead. Yeah, he's just going to have to be smart how he takes this. As we see an overtake for the behind, Brandon Lovett, or Man Lovett, finally gets the position to 6th, as Lewis Vassman into 7th now. As Brandon, it will be flying a little bit, to be honest, on those softs. Will he actually be able to keep his nerve and get another podium, or will he crack under the pressure?
Yeah, he successfully makes a move, which is surprising for Brown. I would have expected him to, you know, go deep, maybe go in the gravel. But he makes a move past Lordy, and he's going to be chasing down the guys in front.
Yep, his next target is Ollie, so him and Ollie are still fighting for a podium. But right now, the way it looks like it's going to be Matthew, Rocco and Bran for the top 3 right now, if Ollie can just get past them soon, because if he goes on lap 30 and he hasn't got past them, it is podium bye-bye, because he will not get it, because these guys will just hold him in a train and he will not be able to pull out. As as you were saying there, as Ollie's making an overtake. Ollie is going for the overtake on Rocco Walsh. That's one car. Will he make 2 overtakes? He's going on the outside now. Nino Romanello into the hairpin. Oh, Nino breaks a bit late. Ollie sees this, goes for the objective move onto the inside line. That's how you make an overtake. Nino getting a bit of wheel banging there between him and Nino. They're going side by side. McLaren versus Ferrari. Is it Lauder and Hunt? Oh, there's a bit more contact there now coming into the hairpin of turn 3. And great overtake there from Ollie Flavel into 2nd place, and Nino drops to 3rd.
Yeah, no, that was a great battling between these 2 guys. Oh, they're still going, but Nino defends well, but honestly, he can't keep up with the, or defend someone on pressure tyres with better grip.
Oh, Matthew in the pits. Matthew is actually doing the two-stop idea I suggested to the head admin chat. He's actually doing it. Matthew earns my respect. He's going for the fastest lap. He knows he can now challenge for position. You know, if he wins this race, he earns my respect because it's actually now challenging. Thank you, Matthew. As now he's leaving the pit lane. He's going to be in this car fight for first place. Could we see this make him crack under the pressure where he gets a 3-second time penalty and Rocco Walsh wins the race? As the two going side by side for third position. Matthew and Rocco, they're going for it.
Yeah, this guy has my respect. Oh, makes the dart on the inside. No, he has my respect. He's gone for the two-stop strategy. He's made it closer between him and the rest of the guys. It's made it more interesting for us.
Interesting indeed. There's Matthew then. Oh, look at Brandon just dives bombs it. I think Rocco said, you can go through. You want to fight, you can have it. Chance for you to win this race. But Matthew then into second place, trying to get second, sorry. Trying to find just one little gap, one little tiny gap to get past Nino. Nino is literally parking a bus right now. Ferrari versus Alfa Romeo. This has been a nice fight to see. Who is going to win this race? Ollie pulling away now. Gap 6/10. He needs a gap of at least 3.6. He wants to try and beat Matthew. Lap 28 though of this race. Ollie leads. Nino second, but look at Matthew. Look at the grip difference on Matthew's car there compared to Nino, and he's already into second place.
Yeah, great move by Matthew, and he doesn't really need to chase down Ollie anyway. He will, but he doesn't need to because obviously he's got the 3-second penalty. And even with the two-stop, Matthew's still showing his dominance.
I think the 3-stop for next round up, and that should be better, you know. But no, you know, Matthew actually took a challenge on board, did the two-stop strategy, going to go for the fastest lap as well. So to be honest, he had the gap. Thought, screw it, you know what? Let's go for it. I might lose the lead currently for a little bit, and he's come back and he's back in the lead of the race. So there was no harm done. But Nino then into third place. Probably not going to hold it now. Brandon's probably going to move up to second, and Rocco's going to hold third. The way this is going.
Yeah, looking like that with the penalties on board. Yeah, Matthew really showing his dominance with the way he's performing, especially on the two. So, oh, and Nino picks up another 3-second penalty. That's 6 for him now. That's looking good for
Lordy.
Even Lordy that far back. He's only 3-second penalty.
Oh, Matthew's a 4.8. First one into the Fords. Although Matthew then, he's going to take a win in style. Oliver Favell then is in jeopardy of losing a podium position. He needs to hold. Oh, hang on a minute. Brandon's got a penalty. When did Brandon pick a penalty? Ollie could get a podium. Has Brandon cracked under the pressure and done a man lover situation where he's just cracked, ran wide and picked up a penalty? Nino is absolutely shoving Ollie. He's now realised all these tyres are dead and he wants the position.
Yeah, this is where the medium is going to show a little bit of a better pace than the old softs.
Yeah, it's true. Well, Lewis Prospect should get a podium the way he's sitting right now. He needs to actually catch up a little bit more. Probably get past Lordy and then catch up a tiny bit more. We've got 6 laps. There's still a chance for him to get a podium. It is very small, but look at it. Already Matthew, 3.2 seconds in the lead. 3.9! What do you mean? A 3.9! Okay.
That's my quality time.
That is mad. A 3.9. He's finally going to get the pole position, the fastest lap, the winner of the race. You know, even probably driver of the day. You know, this guy can't be stopped as Nino. Going for an overtake on Ollie Favell. He wants it. Nino gives him a... Ollie gives him a bit of a shove there. Maybe these two are having a bit of argument in chat as they usually race in a party together. Ollie versus Nino, McLaren versus Ferrari, Lauda versus Hunt. Those days, we need Ferrari and McLaren scrapping again. Let's look at Bran. He now sends it on Ollie Favell. Will this end in tears? Will Ollie... Oh, no, there's a bit of contact. Oh, Bran's gone off. Bran has kept it under control. Ollie through the rear, and he's bottled it. Oh, bottle from the man lover. He is round and into 8th place. What a tail driver. Lordy's gone off as well. He's either popped a tyre or lost the car completely. Lordy is out and around. He needs to get under control. If he wants to hold 10th place, because Brandon Villas is in 11th, but not that... Well, actually, to be fair, 33 seconds, he's pretty safe. And I was right. Oh, did Brand cut across that pit lane? Did he across that white line? Oh no, Brandon could be investigated by the stewards if that was actually across the white line. He's got front wing damage, and that was clearly Brandon's fault. They just did a Hamilton and Albon situation.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it because I was watching the battle in front, but I'm not surprised Brown's bottled it.
As Lickle called me, Jad Noob, I think it is Bran the Noob, to be honest. As Ollie then, into third, will probably get third by penalties anyway, unless he picks up another. Because right now, Nino, if he picks up one more, if Ollie picks up one more, Nino could get third place, I think. Actually, no, to be fair, Lewis Bossman's 3.4. Actually, I thought he was further behind. 3.3 seconds, so he's around about 4 seconds off Ollie. He needs to decrease the gap. He needs to make it at least 2.5 or 2.4 to have a chance for third. Right now, though, Lewis Bossman looking for Hungary for a podium as we speak. As one lap 33 out of 36, not many laps remaining of the race. Who is going to get the final podium position?
Alfie picks up a 3-second penalty there. That's really going to hurt his chances of getting some decent points. Oh, no, actually, no, sorry. Bran and Villegas, they're quite far behind. But Ollie's making a move down inside turn 2, up into turn 3. It looks like he gets the position before the proper corner. Gets a good exit. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, kicks out. Yeah, it's just traction difference though. Nino's on what, 18 lap mediums and he's still fighting.
Go back around the outside from Nino. Would he make the move? Would he make it stick? Side by side?
No. He hasn't. I'm sorry. Brad has binned it out of the pit lane. I think it's time for you to hang up the boots and retire because you're just in 12th and not going to score points. And Matthew picks up a 3-second time penalty, which ain't really going to make a difference because the gap will still be 9.5 seconds. So, Bran is such a ball merchant.
I completely agree.
And you know, and Ollie still scrapping away at lap 34 out of 36. Don't know why Ollie's really fighting him because if he causes a crash or anything like that, it could even get Lordy on a Lordy pit, and he crashed, didn't he? So actually, you won't actually get that position.
Yeah, Ollie's.
I agree, Ross. Ball job, back at it again.
Yeah, always. Brian's always and always will be a bottle job.
Okay then, looking hungry for third position. Missed out on it in Japan, but he's looking for it at Austria. Lee Kelly got it last week, and unfortunately he didn't make it to the lobby, even though he was meant to be racing, so he would have had a 13 car grid today, but he couldn't make it. As Rocco then, in fourth, just trying his patience with Nino. You know, if I was Nino, I'd just let him through. You know, try and get Ollie another penalty. You know, a bit of scrapping. But I think Nino, Nino's not going to get third because look who is in 5th place. Ollie is not going to get third.
No, Lewis Bassman is very close.
Lewis is. It's going to be Matthew, Rocco, Lewis, possibly Fleddy. Fleddy's actually fighting for the position as well, to be honest. So, the two F2 drivers, the former F2 drivers who were fighting for a title, are fighting for a podium, the final podium spot. Who's going to get it?
My question is, will Ollie's tyres blow up? 'Cause he did 14 laps and it's about to be 15, maybe even 16. So
yeah, to be fair, yeah.
It's going to be a risk of a puncture, and for Cameron as well, actually.
And yet again, Austria just being cloudy, no threat of rain. As Cameron and Alfie are fighting further behind in 7th position. That must be an easy overtake. But then, Nino still waiting his turn because he never knows. Ollie could crack and lose a tyre and go into the wall because those tyres have to be at 60 to 70%. He's got blistering all over it.
Yeah, no, I agree. They do look very worn at the moment. It's just a question of will they last? Will they be able to keep the medium runners behind even though they're that worn? On the final lap now.
Yep, final lap has begun. We'll go on Barrowed on Matthew very shortly, but right now we'll keep an eye on the scrap for 2nd position. Brown is unlapping himself. Didn't even realise Brown was a lap down. Actually, is he a lap down? Oh no! Nino! He's bottled! Nino has bottled and he has lost all the time and lost all the positions, and that's a shame for Nino Romanello. As we're going to go on board with Matthew Order then. It looks like he's going to take another dominant win. Even with him doing a 2-stop strategy, he's done a 13.9 seconds. And he always complains, saying the drives should be quicker instead of complaining about me. Well, not if you've got skill like you. Matthew takes the win by 14.1 seconds. But it will probably decrease to 13 with penalties or 12. IRL then will take race second. But I don't think he'll hold it. Ollie finishes in second, Rocco jumps to second, Lewis Bassman doesn't jump up to third. Ollie had it. Ollie has got third position. The Jersey boy from Guernsey has actually got third.
Oh, shut up.
Brandon there does a 3.8 as the new fastest lap. Freddie in 5th, Alfie 6th, Cameron 7th. Brandon Vilgas, who we thought he wasn't going to score points at all, is in 8th position. He has beaten the man lover, who finishes in 12th. Brandon Vilgas then picks up a penalty, coming across the line, takes 8th. Lordy will probably take that from him. No, takes 9th. Kevin Harrison then in 10th place. Probably be investigated with Alfie with the stewards. In 10th. Rounds up the grid. And Nino Romanello, the bottle himself, gets 11th place.
Oh, that's an interesting race, and I'm buzzing probably. Another podium for him, and got the drive of the day. Well deserved.
The Guernseys always stay together. But,
Shut up.
yeah, well, we'll go on, have a look at the podium then. And Matthew, yet again, 6th win, I believe, this season, out of 7. Guy has only been stopped once. Guy probably never going to be stopped again. Matthew takes the win and deserves the win, even though he did 2-stop. As I said, he earns the respect on that. Well done for him in 1st place. Next time, do a 4-stop. As IRL does take 3rd, Rocco takes 2nd, and he will be happy with that. Finally gets another podium on his career going on the line. And here are your official results then. Matthew in 1st, Rocco 2nd, Ollie is in 3rd place, Lewis Passman in 4th, Freddie 5th, Alfie in 6th, Cameron Young 7th, Brandon Villas in 8th, Lordy in 9th, Kevin Harrison in 10th, Nina Romanello in 11th, and Brandon Glover, who did get the fastest lap, but doesn't get the fastest lap point, in 12th because he's an absolute bottle merchant. But I've just got to say, the gap between Matthew and Rocco, as I said, is around about 13 seconds, and I was right. So even still with that 2-stop, Matthew couldn't be beat. So well done there for Matthew. And well, have you got anything to say, Tom, before I do the closing procedure for the stream, since my dinner's almost here?
No, it's a really interesting race. It was good to watch, although it was only 12 drivers today. Matthew's first time getting a fastest. Oh no, he did get fastest lap. Sorry. Brand took the fastest lap. But otherwise, interesting race, and I'm grateful to be doing comms again. So yeah.
Well then, this has been Tom Jewell and IRL Neon, or Dudley Fosbury, bringing you the F1 tier commentary at Austria. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hopefully we see another spicy, interesting race for 2nd place. And see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.